Ready to take your Zotero notes to the next level? What if you could create links within your notes and instantly navigate to related research? With the right add-ons, you can. Hi, I'm Donna Baker with Genohistory.com. In this video, I'll show you ways I use embedded links, then walk you through the setting up of the add-ons and creating links in your notes. Zotero has a couple of linking capabilities that you may already be familiar with. One is to create relations between items. In this case, I'm looking at a book and I have related it to other books in the same series so that I can just jump from one book to the other. You can do that with any items that are in Zotero. You can connect them to another item just by clicking on this little plus sign, and then it will bring up a window like this and you can find what you're looking for. The other link that is built in has to do with external links. You can jump from Zotero to a URL, for example. So this is a note that I've created that has multiple places out on the web that I want to connect into this one particular note, places that I want to remind myself I need to consult later. So those are done with this link on the toolbar. Those are both helpful for expanding the usefulness of everything you put in Zotero. But there is a capacity to link in a much more nuanced way that I wouldn't even try to live without once I got used to using it. The add-on is called Actions and Tags for Zotero. Let me show you really quickly how it looks in action, and then we'll go and talk about how to install it. With the Actions and Tags add-on, you can link anywhere in a note to other places in Zotero so that you can draw together ideas that are related into a single note and then have access to all the places that you can expand on that information. Let me show you just one note and how it is linked out to other places. This one note, I've got 4 different links and each of them is going to a different type of Zotero item. In the first case, it's going to a regular item, a book. This second item goes to a PDF directly into one. So that's another kind of link you can have. This third one goes to another note, so you can link one note to another. And this last one actually links to a folder, so when you click on it, it opens a folder over here so that you can remind yourself all of the things that you've collected about one particular thing. Now, there is another way that I use links to make my work in Zotero very convenient. I keep right beneath my library a folder called Quick Reference where I gather things that I want to always be able to find very quickly. In that, in the Quick Reference, I have a note that I've created called Quick Flip List. Okay, you could call this anything you want, but this has links to all the things I'm working on at one time. So in any given week, I may be working on multiple projects, or I may be working on a paper where I'm consulting multiple different references within Zotero. And I don't want to keep having to move up and down in the library or do searches to find them. I can put them into a note where I can quickly pop to each one that I want to go to. And what I do is I use this icon here on the toolbar to say that I want to edit in a separate window. And it pops this out to the side. Now I have 2 monitors, so it popped it out to the second monitor, which is where I usually would keep it. But if you have one monitor, you can put it over here on the right. You can reduce the size of your Zotero window a little bit, and then you can make this just your little menu on the side and move back and forth to wherever you might want to move. So it can move to one place, it can move to the next quickly, and then it can come back quickly. All right, so this is very useful for anybody who is using multiple different items in Zotero all on the same project or all on the same day. Now let me show you how easy it is to create a link. First, I'm going to create a little note that can hold the link. So I'm just going to create a new standalone note, and let's just call it test. And then let's say that there is a book down here that I want to put a link to in this note. I just right click on it I go to trigger action, and then I go to copy item link. I come back and I just paste it. So whatever your tool for pasting, I use a Control V. You might have something different on a Mac, or you might just right click and choose paste, but it picks up the title of whatever item you were in and it pastes it in here, or the title of a folder or the PDF or whatever you're looking at. It's really that easy, but if you're trying to look for that now on your computer, if you haven't installed the add-on, it's not going to be there. The add-on is called Actions and Tags for Zotero. And if this is your first add-on, I want to warn you, this is not the easiest for installation. I'm telling you, it's worth it. So I'm going to go through the steps with you. If you prefer to have this in a written form, I am putting a link to the blog post that gives the instructions in writing for you for this. Installing add-ons for Zotero used to be fairly complicated, a little bit more complicated than you'd like. It was not plug and play. Fortunately, with Zotero 7, a new add-on was created that makes installing any kind of add-on much easier. It's called the Add-on Market for Zotero. I have it installed already, and you see this little puzzle piece. This will open for you a list of most all add-ons that are available. There are a few that are developed outside of the mainstream that may not install automatically from here, but most of them will be here. And you can right-click on one you want, and you can choose to install it from here. You can go to the home page. It is so much easier than it used to be. The only add-on that you have to install the old-fashioned way, the way of Zotero 6 and earlier, is this one add-on. Once you've done that, everything else gets easier. Let me show you how to add that to your system. All right, here's where we're going to go to get the add-on market for Zotero. I've put the link in the notes below, and this is where it will open. Now to install it, we're going to go to this link, latest release XBI file, and it's going to download it to your system, wherever your system accumulates downloads. All right, so it'll be sitting there. In mine, it will be right here in my downloads folder. Now I'm going to go back to Zotero, and I'm going to go to plugins, and it's going to open up this screen. Now, right now, I already have this installed, but I'll show you how to do it as though I didn't. Up here in the settings tool, you go in and you say you want to install the plugin from a file, and then you go find it on your hard drive and click on it, open it up, and it will show here for you now, and make sure it's turned on. And once you've got that in place, you may have to reboot your Zotero. You might have to close it and bring it back up again. And you should have this little puzzle piece. If it's not there, shut down Zotero, bring it back up, and make sure that that plugin is there. That should serve you from now on for any other add-on that you want to do. Now let's click on it, and we're going to add the actions and tags. All right, so here it is right here. Click on it, right click. Now, because I've already got it in place, it wants to know if I want to reinstall or uninstall. I will reinstall just for the good of myself, but you can just choose to install. All right, now you may once again have to close and open Zotero again to make it active. I'm not certain of that, but it should be installed, and you should be able to get to it in the settings. Go edit settings, and you can set up your settings for actions and tags. Click on that. All right, so this is a more complicated add-on than many are. Many are simply plug and play. You plug it in and suddenly there's a new item on your menu. Actions and tags is created to let you do many things and to allow programmers to create new scripts that you can run, so you can constantly find actions and tags expanding in what it'll do. Today we're only using it for creating these links that I talked about, but there are many other things that you can create in here. You also can have it assign tags or reassign tags to things when you open a new item or when you create a new item in Zotero. You can say, I want you to mark it as unread or something like that. So there are many things that you can do, and one day we'll do an episode just on that. But for now, the one that we care about is copy item link. Now this one isn't showing on yours yet because with these scripts you have to go get them and put them in. Then I'm going to show you how to create a new action that is your copy item link. To do this though, we're going to need to get a script from the Actions and Tags GitHub site. And again, I tell you, this is unusual for an add-on to be this complicated, but it is necessary because it's so potent, so powerful. Now to get to that website, let's move this out of the way for now. And you're going to use that tool you just got. You can go to Actions and Tags, and you can say you want to go to the home page. All right, so that it opens Actions and Tags on the GitHub site. Now, if you want to communicate with people who are using these tags, there are a lot of things you can do here. But the most important thing right now is for us to get to a script that we need for this particular item. You're going to go to Discussions. And over here on the left, you see that one of the options here are action scripts. While I could have just given you the URL to go straight here, I want you to know how to get back to here because you may want to experiment with some of these other items. There are many, many scripts, so many options for how you can expand Zotero. But to find the one we're looking at, I think the quickest way, click up here in this search window, get behind the text that's there, do a space, and then just type the word link. All right, so it brings up Copy Zotero link. Open that. So this gives you information about this script and what it'll do. Down here in the shaded part, you see the actual script, and there is a little button here that allows you to copy the text. So copy that. Now let's go back to Zotero, and let's go back to Edit, Settings, and back to where you're creating the scripts here. This little button here allows you to create a new one. Okay, so you can call it what you want. Copy Zotero links is what I'm putting here. The event is something that you can trigger, and it's not what we're going to do this time, but you can see that there are options there. The operation we're going to do is a script. All right, in this field, you're going to paste that script that you brought in. So tab out of there. You can create a shortcut if you like. As I showed you, mine was Shift Control Alt I. Yours can be something else, but I tried to do one that isn't likely to have been repeated in any other software that would conflict with this. So I'm going to hold down those keys and type the I, and it does it for me. All right, so then in the menu label, what do you want it to be called? I'm going to say copy link. And I put it in all the menus because I never know where I'm going to want to use it. Some of the scripts that you might use only on one or two of them, depending on what other options you try to pull in from Actions and Tags. And then I click Save. It's always going to give you this warning that you're giving full access to your computer. If you don't trust the script, don't use it. If someone has decided to put a script in there that's going to look at something on your computer, someone will probably have flagged that long before you get there, but just a word of caution. I have never had problems with anybody slipping something dangerous into any of the ones I use. And if you don't want it to show this warning anymore, you can just click Don't Show the Warning. I just like it to continually sort of remind me that you need to err on the side of caution. All right, so when you close out, again, you may want to reboot before you use it, but it's possibly already there and available. You can tell by clicking on any of your items and right-click and choose Trigger Action. That should have shown up now. This may be the only thing showing up in yours, Copy Item Link. You may find that a sample item was already put in there that's going to apply a tag called unread to everything that you have added to your system. Now, if you don't want that, I didn't want it, so I disabled it in that same window that we just were in. So you can get rid of it if you don't like it. But you copy the item and then you just go to wherever you want to paste it and you paste it. Now you know how to make your Zotero notes more dynamic and powerful. Try it out and let me know in the comments how you're using embedded links in your research. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time.